Welcome back, everybody, to the Grand Shamrock Tour. If you didn't know already, my name is John, and I've got Carolyn behind the camera today because we're going to be offering a great solution to anybody who's had to deal with this stuff in the past and trying to get your AC to work in challenging conditions. I reached out to Microair about their EasyStart soft start solution for our Coleman Mach 15s. And I ended up calling Christy in New Jersey. Oh, maybe not that Christy, but she did take the phone call. And so I reached out to her and said, hey, Christy, we're an RV channel that has been traveling around America for the past couple of years, and we've struggled sometimes with our power. We've got some energy solutions, but I heard you guys got a good one too. And she said, well, yeah, we have the Microair soft start. And she goes, what's the name of your channel? I said, the Grand Shamrock Tour. She said, well, let me check you out. Well, she watched us and she said, aren't you guys kind of a motorbike channel, a motorcycle channel? And I said, Christy, we're everything. We're a motorcycle and RV channel. And have you ever spent one summer in Springfield, Missouri with 4,000 other motorcyclists when it's 103 degrees and 97% humidity on 30 amp service? Christy said, no, she hasn't. She has a solution for us. So I want to thank Christy from Microair because she sent us a couple of their EasyStart soft start solutions for my Mach 15 ACs on top of the Grand Design here, the Grand Shamrock. And I think what I wanted to do was something different. I've seen a lot of videos out there and they look very similar and they're great, but they're really technical. And you know, I'm your everyday guy. I'm somebody that just wants to go, hey, I have a son that's got a master's from MIT, but I don't talk that way. If you want that stuff, wait till the end of this video because I took all the technical mumbo jumbo and I kind of put it in I rewrote the lyrics to one of my favorite AC/DC songs, and I'll sing you that at the end. So stick around. But in the meantime, Christy sent us what we needed to get the solution for our RV. And I'm pretty excited because we got a couple of the EasyStart install kits. We have the EasyStarts themselves, and I'm going to encourage you to go to their website, and they're going to have whatever model you need, both home, RV, or marine. They have a solution, and I guarantee you, everyone I've met, they love this, and so I think we're going to too. You'll be able to just easily put your camera on the QR code that is whatever you need, whether it's recreational vehicle, a marine, or your residential. And I wish I had one of these on my residential ones when I was at home. But it's really simple, super clean, really compact, really a beautiful setup. The Microair EasyStart is simple, and I have already read the instructions and I already know what I needed to do, and I have all of the tools assembled right here that I'm going to carry with me up onto the roof, and I'm going to see if I can make this short order of this install and something that you are going to receive some value from. So with that, I'm going to put this in my tool bag and I'm going to head up onto the roof. We're up on the roof right now. We pulled the cover off the Coleman Mach 15. I'm going to set some cameras up so we can get a good idea of what we're looking at. Got an Insta360 right over here. Hopefully we can zoom in and out of different areas. I've got water because it's a warm day. I've got the instructions on my phone. Number one, the first thing we want to do is we've made sure that we've disconnected the power. All my stuff is right here. And like I said, I made a kind of a shortcut first, or cheat sheet, I should say. And I'm going to pull this off and show you what we've got inside here. And what I'd really like to do is walk you through the simple process of where it's going to go. I loosen this top one. Don't take it all the way out, just get it loose so that the plate can come off. It'll drop down like so. I've predetermined now the best location for the Micro Air EasyStart is right here on this wall. It clears everything. You're able to get the lead up through here and into the junction box. And so we're going to go ahead and clean that, put our Scotch Extreme mounting tape on here because we want it to make sure that it stays on there, it doesn't shift around, and I don't want to attach a screw through here just because I don't want to take a chance on hitting something. Let's go ahead, while our hands are clean, let's install our Extreme mounting tape. The install's a piece of cake. The way that the system worked in my initial startup, just impressive. I mean, really impressive. What I did is I figured out this is going to have to come in like this. It's going to go over or under these wires right here and into position right there. I hope you guys can see that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pull that tape. All right, I've got the Micro Air EasyStart mounted in the location that made the most sense for my particular unit. And so now I'm going to swing the camera back around and show you how we're going to pull those wires in. And again, I love to use a word, perhaps I overuse the word finesse, but you always want to finesse these things in. There's no reason to be in a hurry and chafe or rip or tug any of these wires. So I'm going to swing it around here. And we're going to see if we could get this thing finessed into its new environment. So we're going to pull this Butyl putty. It's Butyl putty. We're going to put our Butyl putty right there. Don't let it get on your roof because Butyl putty will work its way right into your roof, and you don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and test to make sure that we don't have any power here, but I'm pretty sure we do not. We're good. I'm green. Nothing's hot. Now this is the area that I do want everybody to know. If you are uncomfortable being around electricity or capacitors which store energy, just make sure that you are comfortable or seek somebody else's, I guess, assistance, because I'm comfortable with it. And having done one, I know it's actually easier than even I thought it was going to be. So grab us a couple of our crimp terminals with the install kit. They give you everything you would need for other applications. For my application, it was pretty simple. It's just a couple of wires that are going to marry together. We're going to identify the three wires that we're dealing with is the red, the black, and the white that come to the top of the compressor, okay? And the first one I want to deal with is this white one, and I can see that I've got it lined up because it's going to go over to that capacitor right there. The black one should come through and tie into, I want to make sure we get the right one. There's a couple of black ones here, but we want the black one that ties into the black and purple here. That's the one that goes to the compressor. It's a black and purple. And then we have the red one. And why we wanted to find that red one is because the red one's going to come through and it's going to go to the, let's make sure I got that. There you go. There's my red one. And it's going to go to the top of the capacitor as well, because that's the side we're going to tie our wires into right here. So here's the thing about the finesse. One wire at a time. Give it plenty of room. We know there was room in there, and we're just simply going to make sure that the wires are safely off to the side, and I can sneak my hand in there and get one with the clip on there. And again, I'm just going to take my time. One. And I did put the white one through first. It's a larger gauge wire because that just makes it a little bit easier when you're not competing with one more additional wire. Orange one slides in easier. And now we've got our black and our brown. And I'll clean up all those ends, so we'll get them through. Now, we're through the grommet. And like I said, we don't want to chafe. We're not in a hurry. Let's just get this puppy through. And we are set. That gives us plenty. I'm going to take this and put it over to the other side. And when I'm all over said and done with, I'm going to go ahead and zip wire these to other locations so they can inadvertently touch. These gas lines get really hot. And so we don't want that to be the situation. So here we go, we're ready. Now we're gonna do our brown wire is our first one. And I got my little cheat sheet right here. And so we got the white wire from the compressor. So that's this wire right here. It's going to the top of the capacitor, right there. I'll tell you what we will do. Why don't we, just so you guys can see a little bit better, why don't I move some of these out of the way if that helps? Yeah, I think so I can sneak a camera in there. Trust me, if it doesn't show up in post, there's our first wire. So the first wire we want to deal with is this one right here. It's the capacitor wire from the compressor. Make sure if you're not 100% sure, because there's a couple white wires there, make sure you've got it, and I do. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get these ready to go. So what I did is I have all the wires, the essential wires that we're going to be working with, stripped so you can see. I want to make it simple and easy. What all you need to do now is we're going to take the brown from the micro air to the white that we pulled off that capacitor. We're going to make sure that it's nice and seated down in the bottom of that. Make sure, we're going to do a crimp test on everything, but let's make sure you've got it pretty good. And then what I always do is I do one crimp. And then I was taught from the guys in the trade, there ain't nothing beating Linesman's pliers. And so I can go ahead and get the Linesman's pliers on there and give a real solid press. So we've got white to brown. Amazing, really good, super good tug on that. Now, here's our black, our purple, and our black from the micro air. Now these three all marry together. Okay, so we're gonna get them really close. I try to make sure that all the strip is pretty much good. I took a little bit more off the micro air because I'd already done this. Strip the others back. Got a good twist in there. Again, it's not the twist that holds the wires together, it's this, the actual crimp. When you're comfortable, set it and forget it. Give it a little tug on it. Oh yeah, terrific. Okay, so we've got our wires in the location they need to be from the micro air to the unit. What I'm going to do right now is, just for peace of mind, I'm going to put a little bit of high quality electrical tape on there. Make sure we're good. We're good there. There's one, really, that went in really well. That was what I was hoping for. And then this one's gonna go right here. Everything is where it needs to be right now, connected the way it's supposed to be. Let me check my cheat sheet. And we got that. Yeah, orange to the red cap. So you can see my application was really simple. So I'm gonna go ahead, shut the camera off for a second. I'm gonna just secure these wires with a couple of zip ties just to make sure that nothing's touching or rubbing. And when I'm done with that, I'll bring you back and show you a final product while we put the Butyl tape in here just to make sure nothing leaks and comes inside. All right, before I say goodbye to up here on the roof, I want to show you all I did was I just secured the basically the cables for the micro air to existing points, just so that we don't have any rub or contact, and then just basically put it into itself. And that's how tidy this all got. This is the location and the micro air itself. I'm going to go ahead and button everything up, close this, and then I'm replacing that Butyl ball with some new stuff. And finally, the last thing we got to do is to seal up that penetration. Use a little Butyl tape. Don't let this stuff get on your roof, or you're going to spend the next, oh, I don't know, 3 hours of your life trying to pull it off. It does what it's supposed to do. All right, it's been 3 minutes. I've got the decibel meter so you can see just how quiet this thing is when it ramps up. We have been 3 minutes. We can now cycle the compressor back on for its second one. Here we go. So now, my normal conversation is that of city traffic according to the decibel meter, but now you can see that the compressor has cycled on again. We are beginning to blow cool air. We're going to let that run for at least 30 seconds again, and this is the learning process that you see here. 62-degree air. That's what we're looking for. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Well, that was a pretty incredible day. I was able to install 2 of the micro air EasyStart soft start solutions up on our Coleman Mach 15 air conditioners up on the Grand Shamrock back there. It was pretty hot up on that roof today, but it's pretty cool and comfortable inside the rig right now, so I'm looking forward to that. And now that the system has learned, we've noticed that it comes on quieter, it's running so smooth, and if you, like us, were looking for a solution for when you're in those lower amperage situations, whether it's 30 amps and you're trying to run 2 air conditioners, or you have a generator and you need to reduce that peak startup amperage, the micro air is your solution. I promise you. We are so excited, and Christy, you knew that was a good situation. You knew what you had there, and so you're a bit of a rock star. And speaking of rock stars, I'm on a highway to locked rotor amps. I'm not going to sing anymore. Listen, we want to thank you for joining us for this install video, and we really want to thank Micro Air for providing the EasyStarts for us, and Christy especially, we thank you. We're going to put a link to their website down below. They're wonderful people to deal with. We would encourage you to go to their website, look at the reviews. These guys really have a great product, and I encourage you to seek them out and purchase them, whether you're residential, RV, or marine. They've got the solution for you. And on that note, we'll see you out on the road.